Candy?
You already know if I'm going to take it?
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it.
One thing I never do when I meet someone, I do not make you block anybody. I don't tell you you can't talk to who you want from your past. I don't want nothing to do with that. You conduct yourself. You already know right from wrong. Now you do something, you cross a line and knowing a line that you're not supposed to cross. Yeah, that's on you. Then I know how to move accordingly. So based off what you do and how you moving, then I'm moving accordingly. I'm not saying nothing to you because you're gonna do what you want anyway. You're gonna do what you want anyway. That goes for any and everybody. They're going to do what they want anyway. So I don't want you dealing with me and feeling like you're in prison. This ain't prison. I'm not the motherfucking warden. I don't move like that. I don't move like it. Never have. You know right from wrong. Now, if you mess up and you get caught up in some bullshit, doing some shit you ain't got no business, I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm just moving accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not hearing me.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying nothing to you.
You ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't saying nothing. Oh, you move? That's how you moving? Okay, bet. Okay, bet. That's it. That's it.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. I don't believe I barely got any sleep. Well, I couldn't fall asleep, and I had to do something early today. Yeah. So, if I go in and out while I'm talking, that's why, because I'm in desperate need of sleep. But I have to get this video done, because otherwise I may not do it today. Today's video is going to be about fake nice guys, fake nice women. I don't know what I'm going to name this title, because I'm probably going to need some help trying to name this right here, because this goes for both genders, and I have some clips that I want to share that should help people watch out for the fake people in their life. Now, I think it's easier to eliminate the friends and the people in, well, I'm not really talking about people in the workplace, because this is definitely where this is heavy. But a lot of people may have fake friends. I think women suffer more with this because you tend to need camaraderie from other women, whereas it's hard for you to be by yourself. Or you may have a bunch of guy friends, but then that can also be fake too, because they may want to smash you, or either they fall in love with you, which I can't really call that fake right there, because sometimes you can't judge who you're going to fall for. But if you continue to be friends with them and you're secretly in love with them, that's kind of being fake there. You need to reveal how you feel at some point of time. And this is where a lot of guys that play that nice guy role get into trouble. I know I did this in probably my early teens or 20s, because I was shy back then. A lot of times, even if the woman was kind of giving me signs, it may take me a while to build up courage, and I probably would need help from friends or either people on her side to push us together. Fortunately, I got out of that when I got older. And gain more experience. That's the only thing that I did sometimes like with the pickup guys, because they get you out of that thing of being fearful to talk to a woman. The only thing with that is you get into that numbers game of constantly trying to talk to hundreds of women and get numbers. And then sometimes I think if you get good at doing it, you sometimes may reach back to it to see if you still got it, even if you do come across a good woman. So I don't know. I always think too much of anything can somewhat make you get a habit, and therefore is not a good thing. Now, which one should I attack first? Well, I'm really talking from the man's perspective right here, but I'm going to throw women a bone that sometime, yes, there are men that will act like they are a good guy, a nice guy, and that's not really them. Now, some tells that you can weed those guys out, but and I'm going to touch on this later. I'm going to share this clip right now.
People always say to me, they're like, Becky, you're picking the wrong guys. You keep choosing the wrong guys. And I sit down and I think, how do I keep doing this? Like, why? Here's the thing. You're not picking the wrong guys. I'm not a complete crazy person. If these people showed me how they are from the beginning, I wouldn't date them. The thing is, and this could go for men or women. I know girls who've done this to guys. These people put on a personality to be what you want them to be. And then time passes and it comes out that's not who they are at all. They're actually the complete opposite. And they just spent the past 6 months to a year faking their whole personality. That's my fault. Am I supposed to be a mind reader?
I think the point that men are trying to make is that you're not picking good, healthy, uninteresting guys that you can build with. Instead, you probably want the toxic, fun, interesting guys. The sad part is that the best guys are the ones that have either checked out or are not given a chance by anyone.
Okay, so both of these women are right here. Emily definitely is coming from the man's perspective that a lot of us believe, because a lot of us see the men that a lot of women pick, and they may not pick that dude that's not the life of the party, or that's not a certain height, or is super funny. A lot of you sometime will glaze over those safe dudes to a degree, which I understand, because I see that sometime with the women, the good women, that they can be like a little boring. But see, the thing is that I know about people, especially people that's like quiet or shy or something, you just need them to open up. And then sometimes they may surprise you with how entertaining or how deep they can be. Now, that woman is correct right there. The first woman that was talking. Because, okay, in some of my picks with women, I know it was an obviously bad pick, because the woman was just attractive. She was like a party girl, and I'm looking at some of my picks in the past. But however, this is the one thing that I will say that women never take accountability for. If I pick a certain type of woman that's the real party girl or something, or one that drinks a lot, or moves in a certain kind of way. I never dated a dancer, but for men that date dancers, what do you expect to happen when you pick that wild woman? And of course, she looks good, but she starts acting out, or either she cheats on you, or she does certain things that you are like, damn, I did not expect that. Now, women, they will sometimes pick certain types of dudes, and then expect the different result. Like a dude that's don't have a job, that's, and I'm talking about those women that be supporting dudes or bend over backwards. But see, even if those dudes are not like 6 foot and definitely they don't have six figures or something, what I usually see, those dudes are usually thugs or those white dudes that have the swagger or something, or they are in a gang. See, a lot of times women take that part out of it. That a lot of you will pick some of those types of toxic dudes. But however, there are men and women, because I know I got fooled a couple of times by those women that they act nice. They have some warning signs, like they're friends, or maybe they have some other tales that they show. But most of the stuff they show is somewhat good. And I'm pretty sure women have the same particular problem with those guys that will act like that prince off of Frozen with I forget the princess's name, but that guy acted like the perfect gentleman, the perfect guy that was going to be there for her. And then it was a plot twist when he decided to turn on her and let her die. Now, of course, though, I saw reasons for that, because they say something about he figured his kiss, because he probably didn't love her, was going to cure her of that thing that her sister accidentally pit on her. I'm talking about the first Frozen movie. And those people that will pit on the mask, and everybody does pit their best self forward when they like a person and they want them to like them back. But some people go too far and they pretend to be something, or they pretend to be in the things that they are not. And then you find out months or years later that that's not the person that you thought they were. In women's cases, sometimes is once a man sleeps with you, yes, then he starts becoming the person he really is. For sometimes men have a blind spot because we are usually told to understand and pit up with women's bullshit. And this is why I'm advocating for to don't be pitting up with abuse or toxic behavior, thinking that it's just a glitch because maybe she's showing you really who she is. And but at the same time, she's showing you like heart and warmness and kindness. But then every once in a while she'll glitch and show you some bitchiness. And then when you marry her, she has no, especially when you have kids, she has no reason to hide that part of herself. And then she can start really acting out and treating you like trash. I found a video that will say some warning signs that you should look for in people that are fake.
7 fake nice people who you need to avoid. The two-faced friend. They say one thing to your face and another behind your back. The yes man or woman. They always agree with you, but never offer any constructive criticism or opinions. The manipulator. They use flattery and charm to control and manipulate you for their own gain. The user. They only reach out to you when they need something and disappear when they don't. The jealous one. They try to bring you down by talking about their own successes or highlighting your failures. The fake listener. They pretend to listen to you, but don't actually retain any of the information you share. The fake friend. They only hang out with you when it's convenient for them and don't make any effort to maintain the friendship.
Now, that was the best video on that I was able to find, even though it was one other one, but it was saying somewhat pretty much similar things. Now, that covers fake people in general, but it goes into relationships. The only tricky thing is, sorry, the only tricky thing in there is that when you like a woman, she can more easily pull the wool over your eyes if you're not paying attention to how she is moving in the relationship. And by moving, I mean what things she is doing. How I compensate with that is, as I say in some of my past videos, I mirror back what somebody is doing. However, that's not always effective. I believe that works great for me in the early dating stage because I can pretty much, I don't have as much emotion attached to it, and I can get in and out of it quickly unscathed. Now, if they are able to put on a good show and it's some years down the line, we both get invested, they move in, we get married, kids, with each one of those stages right there, then it's harder for me to pull the band-aid off. So now I try to be more preemptive and eliminate stuff before it even gets to that point because I know me right there. So to men out there, you just have to be very careful. Like, not all women are out to get you. But another thing before I forget is, even if that woman is not running game, even if she's not putting on a fake persona, women have that thing of going through, I guess, with their hormones and stuff, they can change into a different person. I cannot find the video, but a woman was saying of how as they get hit certain ages, 25, 30 something, especially 40, menopause, they start becoming a different person, a different woman. And with that right there is, I don't know if you can exactly call it a bait and switch, as Coach Greg Adams said, because it may not be a conscious thing. But, however, I still take the brunt when she wakes up one day and all of a sudden she's not happy with her life. She's not happy with me and she wants out of the relationship. And as I said before, if we married and we have kids, it's going to more hurt me, and for her it's more easily to walk away. So I think either they need to change marriage that is easier for the man to just leave, and I guess the only way to make that fair, because I know the longer the woman is in the relationship, she's more vulnerable if the man just ups and leave. But it should be some period that a man, if he sees that things is not turned out the way that he likes it, or this woman is not the woman, that he can get out within 5 years or so. But still, you're still screwed with the kids, because the kids have nothing to do with how it didn't work out with you and her, and they do need to be provided for. So that's the thing that I say is probably the biggest thing, is when you have kids with the wrong woman, or you have kids with a woman that basically changes up on you or something like that, you are freaking screwed. So that's where, as men, which I know we are driven by wanting to smash, be proactive, use condoms. I'm not really into that vasectomy stuff, but you need to guard yourself from getting attached to the wrong woman for life, because that will be one of the biggest decisions in your life. The woman that you definitely get with, but the one that you have kids with, that is huge. That's huge. For women, you just have to be more accountable of the men that you choose. I mean, I will always tell a woman or anybody, go for what you like, because I don't want a woman picking me as a pity or just picking me just to pick me, because then I think once again that becomes a fake thing. And then if she really desires Chad and Tyrone or Pookie or Chad or something, let her go that way. I'd rather she do that than me invest time with her, especially have a kid with her, and then she dips out, and then I'm still attached to her. That's yeah, that's just not a smart thing to do. But women, be more conscious of your choices, and don't we always tell men to don't get roped in by how the person looks. Women, don't get so roped in because the guy is over 6 foot, or he's sexing you real good, or he's real attractive. Okay, you have to be you have to look at the other intangibles that he's bringing into your life, and not just money stuff, but does he care about you? Does he make time for you? Does he do those little things, which I know sometimes women don't think too much on? That is more on the fun factor. And that's the one thing I think those fake people and toxic people, they'll give you fun. It just will be like one and done. Okay, they may not be able to stay there too long. So anyway, this is not my best video because I'm like trying to stay awake right now. But as I say, I want to get this video out, and this was one I was unsure exactly how I was going to do it anyway. But this is for mostly men, but women too, because I know you come across this problem too. Don't get fooled by the fake nice people. Authentic nice people won't will have a conscience, and they will try to treat you how they want to be treated, or they'll be that rare type that they will always go out of their way for somebody. And it will be a thing of like, and don't use them or take advantage of this, but they'll do it with no strings attached. That's how you can usually tell a authentic nice person. And of course they won't be trying to tear people down. They won't be doing nasty things that a lot of people do, and just expect people to not care or have feelings about. But instead of the asshole people that they are at least upfront with that, the fake nice people will definitely play both sides. And don't look at me, I try to be fair, but if either side is wrong, I will call that side out. That's the difference right there, because I know some people will say that I straddle the fence or something, but I'm just trying to be conscious of other people's feelings, but I will state the truth. I'm just not, but I guess I'm more about a person being able to receive it. Okay, and I think I have a ability to be able to communicate hard topics without trying to bash you over the head with them, and at the same time you do what you're going to do. So give me a like and subscribe. Have a good day, and everybody enjoy your weekend.
Someone is doing this, they're probably a fake nice person. Or number 1, they're super nice to people who have power or status and not so nice to people who don't have those things. There's a quote by famous German writer Johann von Goethe who says, "You can easily judge the character of a man by how he treats those who can do nothing for him." Number 2, they always talk bad about other people to you. Now, in my own experience, just be careful with the information you share with these people because there's a good chance they're doing the same thing to you. Number 3, I learned this from author Robert Greene, and if there's someone you suspect might secretly hate you or you think they might be a snake, try approaching them from an angle, like you're trying to surprise them lightly, just be like, "Hey, what's up?" And when they turn to look at you, for a split second, they'll have a micro expression on their face that they can't control that'll tell you how they feel about you. So if they have a look of disdain or disgust and then suddenly the smile comes up, you just caught them. Yo.